Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and thank you guys for coming back to my channel. I apologize if you hear a bird chirping in the background, but in today's video I'm going to be showing you the workaround to 1000k per 2 seconds glitch. Now a lot of people probably have hit this by mistake and they're like, oh, it still works, but in reality you guys are kinda doing the workaround. But the founder of the workaround is Obese Giraffe. He figured it out, and obviously the original founder will be down in the description below as well. So the original founder will be down in the description below, and Obese Giraffe will be down there as well. So go check them out. Definitely some people to go check out. But first off, what you need to do for this glitch, this is if you are rich, kind of, like if you can afford this stuff. And I'll show a poor way as well, like a really ultra poor way if you're really poor and you can't do this. And I'll probably release a different video where I actually show you how to do this with the helicopter. I haven't quite, we haven't tried it with the helicopter yet. We could probably figure it out, but I'll probably release that some other time. But for right now, I'm just going to show you how to do it with the plane if you have the right rank. I think you have to be 45 for the plane. I'll show where if you have a lot of money, you could do this method, or if you're not rich. So first thing you need to do is have an MOC. Now, if you have an MOC, this is very ideal. You have two parts to it, so you can park the trailer in one spawn location of the plane, and you can park the truck in the other spawn location of the plane, and they won't despawn. And if you don't have an MOC, but you have a CEO, you can also use the CEO, register as the CEO, call out the brigade, call out anything from the CEO, and park it in one of the spawn locations, and then use your car for the other spawn location. But this is the rich method, so what we're going to be showing here is using the hangar. And the hangar makes it a little bit easier because the hangar is right where the planes spawn, and if you fail then you can reset easily, very fast. And obviously you need the hangar in the city, so we're just going to fast forward and show you where to put these, the trailer and the truck of the MOC. Now you gotta go to the hangar where the Titan spawns, and if a Titan spawns there, just simply drive the Titan out so that you can park your MOC over there. So I just parked my trailer over here first, and then I parked my truck over in the second spawn location. There's only two spawn locations that you have to block in this location, which makes it ideal for you guys to do. So the first place you need to park your trailer is like on these yellow lines, and I will actually get out of the truck to show you the exact yellow lines that I'm talking about. Like there's yellow lines that go straight across, and then there's yellow lines that go perpendicular to it, which I'll show you right here. So you're gonna drop the trailer, and I'm gonna get out and show you where to park it exactly. So as you can see, that these yellow lines, and you have yellow lines that go across that yellow line. That's where you need to park your trailer. And once you park your trailer there, then you need to take your truck and you need to come down at the end of the runway. I almost said railroad. And you see where it becomes the pavement becomes darker. You need to count 6 white lines. Count 6 white lines from when the pavement becomes darker, and park your truck right on the 6th line. So just count 6 right from the first line that's in the darker pavement. I know a little bit of that line is in the white, the lighter pavement, but count that line as well. Just count 6 and put the 6th one right there. And then what you want to do is make sure that you return your personal vehicle if you have one on the map, which I just did right now. I just called out and returned it using the motorcycle club. And then once you've done that, then enter your hangar. It can be this hangar, or it could be the one. Actually, it'd be different if you had the other hangar down at the other end, because you would have to avoid the other spawn locations. So it'd be ideal if you had this hangar, but it is possible with the other hangar, probably. I'm not 100% sure. It might not be possible with the hangar. I suggest using this one. So what you want to do is just get in any of your planes. Doesn't matter which plane you get into, helicopter or jet or anything like that. And then you want to call up Lester just like before, and you want to press up twice and then X. So we're just going to call him up twice and then gas. 1, 2, and then gas. Now I think I gassed way too soon. It didn't even happen. As you can see, I got to the option of locate a plane, but I wasn't able to press X. So now what you should do is just go back into the hangar. And the nice thing about failing, if you fail with the hangar, is the fact that you'll actually get refunded $1,000 just once, and you can try again. But as you can see, I didn't hit it. I tried going over here just to see if I hit it, but in reality all I did was just drive out too fast. And another thing that can happen is if you actually spawn the plane, which I'll show you here. Now this is what will happen if you actually spawn the plane. So if you're too slow driving out, so we're just going to hit X and then gas, and we're actually too slow. We're too slow, the symbol's actually on the map, and if that happens, then just fly over towards the Titan hangar. And when you fly over towards the Titan hangar, what'll happen is it'll just say unable to locate a plane and just give you $1,000 back, just like that. And that's it. You didn't hit the glitch, but you just reset it. So all you have to do is just go back into the hangar and try again. And this is the time I actually hit it. I just thought I would show the fails just to see what would happen when you failed. Alright, now we're going to try again. So now we're going to call Lester, and we're going to be pressing up twice and then X and gas.
Hi. What service are you looking for?
So now we're at locate a plane. We're gonna press X and gas. Now as you can see, I have locate a plane and no plane symbol. That means you definitely got it. Now sometimes you won't have locate a plane and it'll still work, but if you have locate a plane and there's no symbol, then you definitely got it 100%. Then once you fly over here, then you'll start getting the refunds over and over and over again. Make sure that you do not remove your MLC trailer and you do not move your truck. If you move your truck or MLC trailer, then the glitch will just stop. And I suggest that you do not do this in a public session, because of the fact that if you're in a public session, most likely people are going to move your stuff or blow up your stuff, and it's not going to work. If you have friends, you can use your friends' vehicles to block off the spawn locations, but if you're solo, then you can just do it with your stuff. But if you have friends, you can do it with friends. If that's your question, you can be an invite only with your friends and do this glitch and help each other out. And then at this point, if you want to sit AFK, you would just rubber band your controller, and your MLC should never despawn. And make sure that you use that you save before you get off, because if you don't save, then the money won't save. Alright, so now what I'm going to be showing you is if you're using a 10-car garage, the route that you would take. And the route you would take is like along this beach and over by the fence. But I actually show this in the ultra poor method, or like the poor man's method. So I'll be showing you like the route that you would actually take in the poor man's method. But let's say if you just use the CEO vehicle and you're using your personal vehicle in a 10-car garage, you'd have to do it a little bit differently, and I'll show you that right now with the ultra poor method. If you have a CEO vehicle, then you wouldn't have to do one of the steps. But if you don't have a CEO vehicle, then you would have to do one of these steps. But I'll show you that right now. Okay, so this is the ultra poor method if you do not have like a CEO or anything like that. But what you want to do is just call Lester, and I'm in a 10-car garage over by the airport. It doesn't have to be this 10-car garage, but we're just going to call up Lester, press up, up, and then gas. Up, up twice, X, gas. And if you get it right, you have locate a plane above your minimap, and there will actually be no plane, or you'll have the text and there will be no plane. It's just, it can sometimes it'll work where you'll have no text above your minimap, but this having the text above your minimap and no symbol will definitely tell you that you 100% got it. And now you have to take this certain route to avoid all the other plane like spawn locations. And if you have Oppressor Mark II, you could be flying over this exact route to avoid all the spawn locations. But if you don't have a Mark II or something that flies, then it's best to use your personal car. Well, you need to use your personal car or like a Mark II, but if you don't have a Mark II or an oppressor or something that can fly, then you can go over to this gate and you can blow it up. Then once you blow it up, you can just simply drive through it. And then once you drive through it, you're going to have to go this route right down this runway. So you're going to go on this one runway over here. And once you go down on this runway, you're going to just keep going down until it, like, you just have to keep going down to the end. And I actually got the cops on me, so I was using my CEO ability, but you don't have to do that. You can probably just wait until the cops are off of you if you don't have a CEO. So I'm just going to bribe the authorities off of me because I got cops. But we're just going to continue to the end of the runway here, and we're going to have to avoid Devin Weston's hangar and the Titan hangar, so I suggest taking the exact route that I take so that you do not spawn those planes. If you do, then the glitch will be over. And another thing is that I suggest that you be in free aim when you're doing this so that you can teleport. So now we're just going to count 6 lines here. Where it becomes darker in the pavement, just count 6 lines, and that's where you need to park your personal vehicle. Okay, so once you actually park on the 6th white line, then you just get out of your car, and you're going to want to start up a job back over by the Los Santos Customs, so you can teleport over there and get a personal vehicle and block the final 2nd spawn location. Now, I was mentioning that you could do this with a CEO vehicle instead. So, instead, you can have a CEO vehicle over on that 6 white line before you even start the glitch. So, just put like a Brigade or a BJ over there. And once you put a BJ over there or a Brigade, then you'll block that spawn location. But if you do not have like a CEO, like I was saying, then you can use your personal vehicle to block it, and then to block the 2nd spawn location, you can use a streetcar. So basically now what we're going to be doing is stealing a streetcar, going back over to that fence that can be blown up, and we're going to drive through there and go through a certain route, and we're just going to fast forward until we're on the runway. Okay, so now we're on the runway. We're going the exact same route as before, but we're going to have to change our route a little bit and go towards the Titan hangar now. As you can see, my personal vehicle is still down at the end of the runway, blocking that one spawn location. And now we're just going to take this turn and head to the hangar. And make sure that you park exactly where I do. See, as you can see, the lines on the floor. You want to park exactly where those lines are, and then boom, right there, I'll give you a 5,000 refund, then I'll keep giving you 1,000 every 2 seconds. And that's the workaround. Those are a couple of methods that you can use to block the spawn locations. Yes, it would be easier if you had a friend for some of this. And the different targeting mode part, where like you start up the job and join a friend in different targeting mode, that can be done if you join, like, have a random person on your friends list, or you join a community and you can just join a random person. They don't even have to know that you're helping, that they're helping you. And most people play in assisted aim, and the reason why you want to be in free aim is because they'll be definitely in different targeting mode if you play in like free aim. But as you can see, I'm blocking the spawn locations. I'll probably have another video out to talk about the helicopters, because this video is already getting pretty long. But thank you guys for watching my channel. If you enjoyed today's video, then drop a like. And if you have any problems with this video, then please comment down below. I'll try to get to the most comments I can. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. And thank you guys for watching, and peace out.